So here we will be talking about georeferencing imagery, and this is a common practice in GIS where you might have some digital imagery like a scanned aerial photo or a scanned topo map or a scanned nautical map that are not in geographically meaningful coordinates. And this is very common with older imagery, and they are not georeferenced, so they cannot be viewed with other vector datasets that have a projected coordinate system. So in order to view these photographs in meaningful geographic coordinates, you have to georeference the images. In order to work with georeferencing imagery, you have to make sure that your toolbar is activated. So in order to activate your georeferencing toolbar, you can click anywhere up here on the panel and then go ahead and make sure you check georeferencing. And once I hit that, there should be a toolbar that pops right up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of images of Stonehill College, one from 2009 and then the other one from 2013. So I'm going to first drag the 2009 from my Arc catalog where I download the images right under my images folder, and I'm going to drag this right under my table of contents. And as you can see, right now there is an unknown spatial reference. So this imagery has no coordinate system, it is not projected, and it doesn't have any meaningful coordinates. So I'm going to hit OK. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab the Stonehill campus imagery for 2013 from the Arc catalog and just drag it to my table of contents. So here we have it. I am just going to rename this to 2013. And I'm just going to uncheck this to see if the 2009's underneath it, and no, it isn't. And I am going to read the information of the coordinate system for 2013. And I'm going to right click, go to properties, and under source I should be able to scroll down and see that it is NAD 1983 UTM zone 19N. I'm going to hit OK. And if you recall, Stonehill 2009 doesn't have a coordinate system. We can look in the properties and confirm that. And as you can see, it says spatial reference unknown. I am going to go ahead and zoom to layer for 2009, and as you can see, it wasn't aligned with the 2013 because the 2009 currently doesn't have a coordinate system, so it has no spatial reference. So let's take a look at the 2009 image and orient ourselves. As you can see, this is the entryway to the campus, and this is the road that kind of leads around the Science Center. And as you can see, back in 2009, it was still in construction. This particular area, it was still being built. And here is the library. Here is Duffy, Boland Hall, the football field, the dining hall. Now let's look at the 2013 image. So I'm going to right click on that, hit zoom to layer, and again I'm going to orient myself. So this is the entrance, and as you can see in the 2013, this Science Center has been completely built, and it's been fully developed. And again, this is the football field, this is the library, this is Duffy, the dining hall. Now that we have familiarized ourselves with both images and we know all the points of interest, we can go ahead and georeference the 2009 to the 2013. So I'm just going to drag this up, and basically what georeferencing is that we are going to rubber sheet the 2009 image to the 2013 image. Now, the 2009 image does not have a coordinate system, whereas the 2013 does. Now, the first step you're going to do is you're going to go to your georeferencing toolbar and make sure you have the uncorrected photo selected. So here in this exercise, it would be the 2009. We are selecting this because we are going to rubber sheet the 2009 image to the corrected 2013 image. So in the next step, what I am going to do is I am going to make sure that the 2013 corrected photo is within my view, so you can hit zoom to layer, which I currently am on. And the next step is I would go from under the georeferencing tab and select fit to display. Now what this does is it will bring the 2009, the uncorrected photo, and it is going to come from within my view. And here you have it. The process here is I am going to establish a relationship between the 2009 imagery to the 2013. And by doing so, what I'm going to do is I am going to add a couple control points from the 2009 that would correspond to 2013. Now these control points are added in the same areas between 2009 and 2013, which is why it's important to scan the photos before you go ahead and choose the control points. In order to start the process of adding your control points, you have to make sure that this add control points button is turned on under your georeferencing toolbar, and you are going to zoom into a particular area that you know exists between 2009 and 2013. So right now I am looking at this parking lot right over here, which should correspond to this parking lot right over here. So I am going to add my first control point, and I am going to zoom in to my 2009. And again, we always have to go from 2009 to 2013. So the uncorrected photo to the corrected photo. So I'm going to grab this point right over here, uncheck the 2009 so I can turn that off. So the 2013 is within my view. And I am going to connect it to the same area of the same parking lot from 2009, which is right over here. And I'm going to turn this back on. And as you can see, as I've added points, it has slowly started inching its way to being superimposed. So for my second control point, what I am going to do is I am going to scan to the other side of the image and add my control point there. So the key here is to try not to focus on adding too much control points on one side, but rather throughout the whole image. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this other side where I have the sum, and I am going to add a control point on the corner. And here I'm going to uncheck the 2009, and I am going to find the same exact corner for the 2013, which is right over here. I'm going to turn the 2009 back on, and as you can see, the 2009 is slowly getting superimposed to 2013 as I'm adding more control points. So I am going to add maybe one or two more control points based on what the image will look like as I keep adding them in. So let's take a look. I am going to add a control point within this building because I also see it in 2013. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this corner, and I am going to turn off the 2009 so I can view the 2013, and I am going to go ahead and click on this corner, turn this back on, and as you can see, it is again slowly getting superimposed. I think this should be enough control points. I'm going to go ahead and zoom to 2013. So I can get the full image here, and I am going to turn on my effects tool, so you can right click on the top of the panel here and select effects, and there is this swipe to right here. It says swipe, and here you can swipe. It's kind of like very similar to blinds where you can open and close the blinds so you can see. I'm going to hit swipe and make sure that the 2009 is turned on, since that's the one on top, and I am slowly going to swipe this down, and as you can see, it matches. So all the areas that I have added control points are matched, and so this is pretty good, I would say. So I will probably stop here in terms of adding control points, since I am pretty satisfied with my results. Another key feature with adding your control points is that there is this links table which you can open up, and this gives you all the different control points you have just added, which is great. In any situation where you have accidentally added a control point that didn't work out, you can select it and select delete, and that will get rid of the control point, because not all control points do work out. So in any case that you want to delete it, you can go into your links table, go ahead and delete it, and then go ahead and try again. So my final step now is I am going to make this image permanent. So now that I have georeferenced the image, it is now registered. So next time when I want to view the 2009, since I am going to go ahead and save it, I can go ahead and add it, and the image will be registered and corrected. So right under my georeferencing tab, I'm going to select rectify. And here, what you're going to do is you're going to select an output location. And I'm going to select the my demo geodatabase right over here, hit add. And then I'm going to name it Stonehill 2009 rec. And then I'm going to hit save. I am going to add my image, see if it worked. I'm going to go into my folder, my geodatabase, and here I have the Stonehill 2009 rec. And then I have added, and basically if I turn these guys off, it will remain in the same area. So I'm going to open a blank map and try this out as well. So here's my georeferenced image, and I'm going to add the old one as well. So here you can see it pretty much matches up pretty well.